Hello, everyone, and welcome to Virtual Group Fitness. My name is Avni, and I'll be your instructor tonight. Tonight's class is going to be a yin yoga class. So what that means is we're going to be doing some slow, nice, mindful postures for our body, really focusing on our breath, bringing us into the present. For this class, I recommend having a blanket or a towel or two. I have one blanket with me today, and I'll instruct when to use those throughout class. They're just going to give us a little bit more support to help us get into those nice stretches just a little bit more. A few announcements before we get started. Make sure you have enough room to move so you don't bump anything or anyone. Secondly, and most importantly, listen to your body. Throughout class, I'll be saying things such as go to that first edge, go 50%. And that first edge is where you're going to feel that sensation in our muscles, that nice tender stretch, not forcing ourselves to go over our limit, but just to reach that first benchmark and allow our body to do the rest of the work relaxing. Also, last thing, if your video is having trouble connecting, you can always go back to that link that we sent so you could access the class, or you can just check out our YouTube channel. This class will be uploaded there afterwards, so you can always go back to it. And with that being said, let's start tonight. So for tonight's class, we're going to begin in child's pose. So we're going to come on slowly onto all fours, our shoulders gently stacked over our wrists, our hips stacked over our knees, and we'll flip our toes so they're facing onto the earth. And then we're going to take that blanket if we'd like, and we're going to place it right above our calves in between that little crevice of our knees. And then slowly we're going to inhale in through our nose. And then slowly we're going to exhale, bring our weight back, resting on that blanket. And then slowly crawling our fingers out long on the mat in front of us, bringing our forehead to rest on the earth. Excellent job, guys. So you should be feeling this stretch all throughout your back, our side body, and just relaxing down here. And to help us do that, we're going to breathe in for 4, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. Don't worry, I'll count. All right, so first we're going to exhale all that air out. Just exhale. And then slowly, very slowly, we're going to inhale deep into our stomach for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we can continue to do that very slowly, just working on that breath control, bringing our attention at the beginning of class and throughout class to focus on our breath. Breathing in for 4, holding for 7, and then exhaling for 8. Just slow, controlled inhales and exhales. And just noticing how that makes our body feel, how that makes our mind feel. And just letting go of what happened to us today, yesterday, last week. Just being present, being here on our mat, allowing us time to rest, relax, and just be. We can relax those elbows down onto our mat so our forearms are touching the earth. And taking one more deep inhale in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then exhaling all that air out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job, guys. And then slowly, we're going to crawl our fingertips to the right corner of our mat. Really just allowing that left side of our body to stretch. We can relax that shoulder down away from our ear. Just feeling that stretch here. Just noticing maybe the contact of our body with the earth, noticing our knees on our mat, our feet on the mat, our forehead on the mat, our forearm on the mat, and our fingertips and palms. Just noticing those contact points, bringing our attention to it. And slowly we'll crawl our fingertips back to that center, lengthening our arms, our spine, and then slowly crawl those fingertips to the top left corner of our mat, relaxing that right shoulder blade down away from our ear. And then once again, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just noticing that contact, our feet resting onto the earth, our shins, our knees, our forehead, our forearms, the heel of our palms, and our fingertips. Taking nice controlled breaths, allowing the mind to relax, just letting go with each exhale. Having those fingertips at the center of our mat, we'll then slowly, very slowly, bring ourselves up into that seated position, removing the blanket from beneath us if we had it there, placing it on the earth, and then bringing ourselves to sit right on top of that. And here we have a couple options. We can stay here in easy seat, also referred to as crisscross applesauce or Sukhasana, or we can bring our feet long in front of us, coming into staff pose. And if we don't feel like our blanket is high enough, we can take that second blanket, or we can just fold this blanket over one more time, and then bring ourselves back on top. And then once we're in that easy seat or that staff pose, we're just gently gonna inhale our shoulder blades up to our ears and then rotate them down our spine. With each inhale, growing that spine just a little bit taller towards the sky. Just gently doing those shoulder rolls. Excellent job, guys. And then slowly we'll inhale those fingertips up to sky, interlacing our fingertips, flipping our palms up towards the sun. Really, once again, creating that length in our spine through our tailbone, up to our fingertips. Imagining one nice straight line. Deep inhale, and then exhale. Release those arms, bring them down. Roll those shoulders out a little bit. Maybe take the neck in a few circles, just gently, slow circles. And then once again, we're going to inhale, fingertips up to sky. Interlace those fingertips. But notice I had my left pinky facing on top of my right pinky when I flip my palms up. So this time I'm going to put my right pinky on top of my left pinky, just creating some equilibrium in the body. We always cross our legs one way, bring our palms together one way, and just doing it a different way can create a bit more balance in our body, balance in our life. And slowly exhale those palms down by our sides. Noticing any difference. And then slowly, we're going to crawl those right fingertips out just a little bit, and then flipping that left palm up towards the sky, bringing it overhead, and then imagining a beach ball under your right armpit, creating a little bit more space right here in this gap between our elbow and our side, just so we can lengthen that spine just a little bit more. We spend a lot of our day probably doing our online classes in our bed or at a desk, hunched over. And now we're just creating that space in between each tiny little vertebrae, allowing more energy to flow through our body, a bit more connection, and just a bit more space. Who doesn't love a bit more space, right? And then slowly exhale that left palm down onto our mat. Just notice a difference in your sides, your right and left. Which side feels a bit more open? Just take note of that. And slowly crawl those left fingertips out. Flip that right palm up. Bring it overhead. Imagining that beach ball once again on our opposite side, drawing that left shoulder blade away from our ear. Lengthening the opposite side of our body. And remembering to go that first edge. If our first edge is here, perfect. We're going to stay there. But if we feel that we can go just a little bit more to where we feel that stretch in our spine, on our side body, right along here, that's where we want to be. We don't want to go any further. We just want to stay right in that sweet spot, right where we first feel that stretch. Taking one deep inhale into our low belly and our diaphragm. And slowly exhaling, coming out of that overreach. Noticing once again, maybe taking a couple shoulder rolls. Excellent job. And then we're going to breathe in, and we're going to take that right palm to that left knee, maintaining that length in our spine, maintaining that nice tall tree trunk. We're going to slowly bring that left palm behind us, left fingertips, behind us, taking our gaze to the left, maintaining that nice tall spine. If we feel it's a little bit harder to breathe in this spinal twist, slowly come out. And then slowly, once again, gently come back in. And where you first feel that stretch, or maybe you're just a little bit tight in your upper back, just go to where you feel that stretch. Not 100%. We're just going 25%, maybe 50%, but not over 50%. Let's save that for the daytime. Always going 100%. Here, we're going to take a step back and just slow down. So hard to do. That's the challenge that yin poses give us, is just slowing down. Taking one deep inhale and then exhale. Slowly come out of that twist. Just notice how your upper back, your lower back, and how your spine feels. Maybe we're a little bit tight, and that's why we got to do the other side. So we'll take that left palm, that right knee, walk those right fingertips behind us, just coming to that first edge. And as I was saying, yin, we have to slow down, and the poses themselves may not be that challenging, but the challenge is mental. Just disconnecting just a little bit from the outside world and focusing on ourselves, on our body, on our mind. What thoughts are running through our mind right now? Is it pulling us away from our practice? If it is, just say, I'll get to it. But right now, I'm focusing on me. Remembering to keep that spine nice and long, going that first edge, Deep inhale into our low belly. And then exhale out through our nose. Letting go of all the stress from this week, from today. Knowing that we have it within us to do anything we put our mind to. And slowly exhale out of that twist. Maybe a baby twist to the other side. Baby twist to the other side. Great job, guys. And then we'll place both palms on top of our knee. And just inhaling, nice tall spine, nice and long, maybe bringing our belly button towards our spine when we do this. And slowly we're going to exhale. We're going to round our spine, bring our chin to our chest, making a little, almost like a little baby bowl. Slowly arching our back, bring our chin to our chest, having our belly button come in. And slowly we're going to inhale. We're going to bring that chest forward, shining it towards the sky, taking that gaze up. And our gaze means our eyes, not our neck, but our eyes. So our neck can stay nice and leveled here. You don't want to put any stress on that neck. And slowly we're going to exhale one more time, rounding that spine, bringing that chin to that chest. Exhaling here. And then inhale, bring the chest to rise. And slowly exhale to neutral spine. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to swing our legs into almost a mermaid sit. Just like this, bringing our legs to the right. And then we can take our blanket and place it underneath our left hip. So now our left leg is parallel with the top of our mat. And then we'll bring that right leg to bring it behind us, just gently creating almost a 90-degree angle with our leg here. And we're going to elevate that hip on that blanket or towel, if we have one, just to create a little bit more space in that hip and to not put as much stress on that. So once we're here, we'll gently bring our fingertips onto the earth. Inhale, lengthening that spine. And then exhale. Maybe we bring our forearms down onto the earth. Maybe we just bring our palms down. Just going to where we feel that hip, that glute stretching. And then feeling that stretch in our inner thigh for our right leg. So the outside of our left leg is feeling a little bit of a stretch, and the inside of our right leg and the top of that right thigh is feeling a little bit of a stretch there. And then inhale in through our nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job, guys. Just keep breathing. Breathing deep into our diaphragm. So our shoulders might come up a little bit the first few times, but eventually we'll just feel our stomach rise, our stomach go out, our belly button go away from our spine. And then as we're holding, and then we'll exhale. We just gently, slowly feel that belly button start to come back to our spine. This type of breathing helps calm the nervous system, helps calm the mind, calm the body, and just bring us back down to earth a little bit. Throughout the day, we tend to become disconnected with ourselves and sometimes maybe even others. We're not present. Our mind's constantly thinking about what we have to do next or what we should have done. Just take one deep inhale and then open mouth exhale. Just let it all go. Do that as many times as you'd like to just remind yourself, let go, and be present. Because on our mat, when we start to be present for ourselves, we can be present for those around us. And knowing that throughout our day, we can always come back to our breath to help center us when things seem a little out of control. Just taking a minute just to focus on our breath and breathe deep can give us enough energy, enough leveledness to get things done. Taking one more breath here. And then we'll slowly inhale ourselves up, bringing that right leg to come back, rolling off that blanket, bringing it onto our right hip, bringing it on there, bringing that right shin parallel with the top of our mat, bringing that left leg to come behind us. And slowly we'll inhale ourselves up, nice tall spine. And slowly we'll exhale ourselves down, remembering to go that first edge. Holding here. Then if we'd like, we can exhale ourselves down onto our palms. And just noticing a difference on our right and left side. Typically, one side tends to be a bit more flexible than the other. And in this class, we try to create that balance so that our sides can be even and equal, nice and balanced. Remembering to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job, guys. Just holding here. Resting here, actually. Relaxing our legs, our glutes, drawing our shoulders down our back, creating space in our hips. Being patient in each posture. Practicing patience in our practice so that during our day we can be patient. Giving ourselves time and giving others time. Because everything takes time. Closing our eyes, maybe we let that head hang. Just remembering to breathe. Our mind tends to wander. Just bring it back to that breath. And if counting doesn't work, maybe try envisioning a light. And as we inhale, that light gets brighter. And then as we exhale, that light becomes a bit dimmer. Or maybe a shape. As we inhale, that shape expands. As we exhale, that shape gets smaller. And then slowly we'll come up onto our palms. Bring that left leg to meet our right, rolling off that blanket, placing it to the side. And then bringing our knees to our chest, and then slowly taking some rock and rolls. Massaging our lower back, our upper back, and our intestines and our stomach. A nice little massage. And slowly on our last rock, we'll come down onto our mat, bringing our legs nice long in front of us. Inhaling our palms up above our head, and slowly bringing our fingertips to the top corner of our mat, the right top corner of our mat, and then exhaling our feet to the bottom right corner of our mat. Breathing in through our nose for 4. Exhaling very slowly. Then once again, we'll inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, holding for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then exhale, release all that air. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhaling all that air, we usually have some extra air in our lungs. That's stale air. And so when we exhale all that air, and we take that nice inhale, we replenish our lungs, giving us a bigger lung capacity, giving us healthier lungs. Excellent job, guys. And then slowly exhale those fingertips up above us, sliding those feet back to that center. Nice full body stretch, 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 stretch. Like you just woke up. And then exhale, release, relax those muscles. And slowly bring those fingertips to the top left corner. Exhaling those feet to the bottom left corner. Imagining that our body is a banana, because we are in banana pose. And just feeling that stretch on that side of our body. Envisioning our breath. Maybe we're counting, seeing that light. Inhale, it gets brighter. And then exhale, it gets dimmer. And inhale, maybe a shape gets larger. And then exhale, just a bit smaller. Closing our eyes, relaxing our forehead, softening our eyes and our gaze, allowing the muscles, our smile muscles, just to melt, relaxing our jaw. And then slowly slide those feet to the center. Exhale those arms down by our side. Relaxing our face. Feeling our shoulders become heavy into the mat. Our elbows melt away. Our glutes rest down into the earth. Our calves, almost like a paintbrush, just blend in to the surface below us, and our feet fall to their respective sides. Just feeling our stomach rise and fall. Noticing if we feel any different now than we did in the beginning of class, and just taking note that even just a minute of focusing on our breath, we can come back to this place at any time during the day. And just thinking of something today that made us smile, made us happy. And just holding on to that. And then we'll slowly roll on to one side, stretching our arm out, using it as a pillow. And then slowly we'll bring ourselves up to a seated position. And then once we're there, we'll slowly inhale our arms up to sky, bringing our palms together, exhaling them to our forehead for mindful thinking, to our mouth for mindful speaking, and to our heart for mindful intention. I hope you guys enjoyed this yoga class. My name was Avni. This is 8 p.m. Yin Yoga. Namaste. Also, a quick announcement. Tomorrow I will be subbing for Delvin's 6 p.m. yoga class. It will be a power yoga class, which is a little bit more faster pace. We're going to be focusing on building some strength in our legs, our core, our arms. So definitely check that out. If you're like, I don't really know if yin's my speed, check it out tomorrow. It'll be a lot of fun. And also check out the other group fitness instructors that we have here. They're all awesome, amazing, super fun. Check them out. I'll see you guys tomorrow or Thursday.